I'm building a massive LEGO army from the Lord of the Rings. In episode 2, we're attempting to assemble all the minifigures I've collected so far, organize them into units, and see what pieces we're still missing. Welcome back. About a year ago, a certain piece was released, this breastplate shoulder armor combo from the Dragonborn Paladin. In that moment, I knew that I had to build an army from the Lord of the Rings, specifically the Gondorians. But I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg. The minifigures were really expensive, and they were hard to come by. So I spent the last year buying as many of the minifigures as possible, as long as I could find them around $11 each on Bricklink. I then sold all the other minifigure parts to make up for the cost, and only kept the breastplates, ending up with about 100. I'm super grateful for all these pieces, and I really think they make the perfect Gondor soldiers. Minifigure parts can be very expensive. Thankfully, I have a huge collection of every random minifigure piece that you could imagine, and these armor pieces cover the torsos perfectly. So I dug through all my boxes and pulled out the gray and black torsos. After switching the hands for correct colors, I combined them with gray or black legs and built about 100 soldiers. The only problem was they didn't really have any variety. So last week, I decided it was time to go all in. I dumped out all my boxes of pieces and accessories and got to work. I built some minifigures based on my first video of level 1 to 7 soldiers, and I also worked to use any extra pieces and weapons that I had to build the largest army possible. Here's what I came up with. One of my favorite parts of building an army is including lots of accessories and weapons. Let me just point out a few of my favorites. This is a printed breastplate that came in one of the collectible minifigure knights. I built a shield here. This goes with the tower guards and includes a white crown which represents the Tree of Gondor. I also used some of these shoulder armor pieces for some of the archers. This is a piece from a Star Wars clone commander, and I think it looks really good on the tower guards. Although the Dragonborn Paladin chest piece was used in a lot of the soldiers, I realized they're very expensive. So I also ended up using a lot of these simple breastplates that you can get on lego.com for really cheap. So you can see I built a whole bunch of these soldiers just using those simple breastplates. Now let's take a quick look at all of the different types of soldiers in the army. After assembling all of the soldiers in the army, the grand total came to 180 soldiers. We have 10 archers here in the front, also 10 of the tower guards, and right behind them there are 2 base plates filled with minifigures. This base plate on the left has mostly soldiers armed with swords. In the back there's a few archers and some that still need weapons. On this right base plate there's a bunch of soldiers in the back with pikes, some in the middle that still need helmets and weapons, and then a bunch of spearmen in the front. In the front row we have Boromir and Faramir, also some more spearmen with more detailed spears. In the future I will be ordering the missing helmets and weapons to complete this army. Thanks for tuning in to part 2 of the Gondorian army. In part 3 we'll be completing this army, getting some horses and weapons, and hopefully getting to 200 soldiers. Have a great day and never lose the joy in building.